Yes, people. Happy Friday, Davis. Hello, Matthew. Matthew's on board. Early
Yeah,
doors.
got his comment in 12 hours prior.
Yeah, he's obviously he's well in the loop in terms of what's going on. So I think he's looking forward to the show because we were just saying off air it could be a good one. There's a lot to go through. A hell of a lot to go through, man. Because obviously that's one of the craziest game weeks of fantasy football I think I can ever remember, and I think it's my highest score that I've ever got in a game week too.
Yeah, we were discussing about me and Yusuf were saying, has anyone ever got more than Salah in a game week? But I think there was one week when Berbatov scored 5 against Blackburn.
Yeah,
I think it was before the days that triple captain was about, so probably didn't score as highly because of that. But yeah, fucking hell. Absolutely
true, because the two games are combined. Yeah, we'll have a look anyway. But what was it scored? Do you know off by heart?
I think just regular. I think he got 28.
28.
So 56 as a double, 84 as a triple.
Yeah, they obviously I used the triple the week before, so we both said that it would have been a good week to triple captain Salah beforehand, but in the end I couldn't have played my free hit any better really. So I was, even though it's my last one, I got none left, but I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah, it definitely paid off for you. Whereas I used the bench boost and it did not pay off. Should have gone for the triple, but
yeah, true. Let's get into it. Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
But yeah, there were some mad scores to find about, and the thing is, anyone, even 100 was actually ended up being a low score. So I've like me and Matt as well, who got even more than me, made some serious inroads on some people who've been way ahead of us for ages.
Yeah.
You still did all right.
I did all right, yeah. I mean, and my bench boost only got about, well, we'll see in a minute, but I think probably only about 8 points. So considering I didn't triple, if I did, then yeah, I guess I would have been up around about you boys. But I think you and Matt might have had a couple of differentials that would have still took you over the line of what I could ever have got. So
yeah, my only mistake, and I suppose yours as well. Well, like most people, having no Burnley players. Actually, obviously, you and Matt did go for Weghorst, which turned out to be a great shout. But then we looked at the highest scoring team, and it was
me and Roberts.
Was it
Roberts?
Was it Roberts? I think maybe Peters as well. They got
Peters,
huge scores. So that's the only way where it could have gone any better, really.
I've always relied on my Burnley boys as well in other seasons, but yeah, this year I couldn't trust him other than Peggy. So yeah,
they haven't been keeping clean sheets like in previous years. Pope's not last year at one point was in a lot of teams, but no one's this season. And then playing Spurs as well. I mean,
yeah,
I suppose they were at home, but still, you would have thought that Spurs would have won that, or at least scored. At least,
yeah, they're a stranger, aren't they? Spurs. It's ever since that mad game they had against you boys, where obviously they scored 2 goals in the last minute or whatever it was.
I don't want to think
they then lost, I think 3 in a row, 2 of them in the league, and then beat City, and then lose to Burnley. So
yeah,
they are a strange one.
I don't see Conte lasting there that much longer. The way it's going, I'm surprised he went there in the first place. To be fair,
yeah. Should we have a gamble at your team, considering you smashed it with the 150?
Yeah, I was just seeing. Because Fantasy just posted the team of the week, and it was 182. So I was wondering why that was weird, but I guess it's because it's the highest scoring player. I don't know. I don't really understand that.
Is that the highest scoring team that you could possibly make with the money, or does money not count, or is this just the team that's actually done the best?
No, it's manager of the week, so it must be on some weird criteria that I don't actually know what it is. I think the best was what was it, 200? Over 200.
Yeah.
I mean, your 8 bench boost wasn't for an average week. An 8 bench boost probably about normal for a bench boost.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it's just that this week there was a few more. Yes, Paj. I think Paj got quite a high score as well, didn't he? The Fox Fantasy League was strong. Most people were well into the hundreds.
Yeah.
On that. But yeah, my team, yeah. Ramsdale, I think most people had him, so it wasn't too bad. But you were obviously so close to getting that clean sheet in the first game.
Oh mate, that was so annoying. Did you see the goal?
I haven't seen hardly any of it, to be fair.
It hit. It's shot from outside the box, hit his own mate in the face, and then just dropped perfectly to Norwood, 2 yards out, and just slotted it. We absolutely dominated. I think we had 80% possession in the first half, and pretty similar in the second. So yeah, that was pretty frustrating. But a lot of teams did have either Ramsdale and White and Gabriel, a combination of the two, so it didn't really matter too much.
Yeah, I made a good call not doubling up on the Arsenal defense in the end, because that was a temptation with the fixtures that you had. But obviously, Laka and Saka ended up, being the right choices. I didn't watch the game last night. Laka, I was near the end, I messaged you being like, this is worst case scenario, because it was 1-1, no clean sheets, no one had scored. I had no points from any of the players. Saka got booked as well, didn't he? I think.
To be honest, I only watched the first half an hour, and then I had to go to the Devi because I had pool.
Oh right, yeah.
Didn't have any signal, and then realised I just got on their Wi-Fi, saw the Pepe goal, and then I was on for my game. So I was like, "Fuck, I want to watch that." Come off after the game and seen Laka scored 90+5, so I was absolutely buzzing. But
did you win your game? Or?
Yeah, man, won both last night. So
nice.
The first week was shocking. So that was a good effort.
Last minute winner and a 2-0 night at the pool. That's a pretty good one.
Hang on a minute. Did he get given that goal last night? Because if you've seen it, it wasn't even going on target. No, he got an assist in the end.
I was wondering what happened there, because at least he got the assist.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, because I checked after he scored, because I was definitely expecting bonus, and he was on for 2 bonus.
Yeah.
I think Pepe was on for 3, and then I checked after, and he didn't have any, but I didn't actually see that, because I didn't watch the match. I didn't know that the goal had been changed. But
he just sort of hit it, it was going wide, but Keeps handed it in. I don't really know what he was up to, but it was a bit scabby.
What's the difference between an assist and a goal for a striker? Just 1 point or 2?
1, yeah.
1, yeah. So fuck it, it doesn't really matter. At least I got something.
Yeah.
Because Saka got booked. So I think I was on 140 with 5 players to play in that game, and I ended up with 150, which was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
But at least you got that. And then Van Dijk was a last minute goal as well.
Yeah, because that was Salah scored first, didn't he? It was a pen.
Yeah.
Then Matip scored, who obviously I had, but I didn't have triple Salah, so I was like, okay, well that makes up for that. And then from then on, it just got worse. Salah obviously scoring 2 and getting assists. Then I think Mane got 2 and an assist, so he overtook Salah for the bonus. And Matip was still getting 1 bonus, but then when Van Dijk scored, I think Robertson ended up with the bonus because he got 2 assists. Yeah, it was just whatever 3 Liverpool players you had in that game, you were murking basically.
Yeah, exactly. Trent got an assist, didn't he? But he ended up being the worst out of the 4. But we were saying that Trent and Robertson might get rotated, and they both did, didn't they, for the first game?
First game they did.
Yeah.
And then both back for the second game. Yeah.
But actually, the best combination would have been Matip and Van Dijk for sure.
Yeah.
Or Robert and Robertson would have been better than Trent. But I mean, I got a bit lucky because it was a last minute goal from Van Dijk. I was worried because Matip had scored, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I picked the wrong one. But in the end, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Talk to me about Wilfred.
Wilfred, yeah, man. Oh, I haven't actually seen him. Yeah, so we were, like I said last week, innit? You actually went for Elise, didn't you?
Elise, yeah.
Because you didn't have it for funding reasons, but I had a bit more in the bank, so I went for Zaha. But I was obviously Rafinha got a goal, and then there was probably another midfielder that I could have had. I can't remember now. We'll probably see it. But I messaged you, didn't I, Matt? And I was like about 70 minutes into that game, and I was like, Zaha is a waste man, because he is quality player, one of the best dribblers in the Prem. Normally everything goes through him and that, but he does, his actual goal scoring and assist record is consistently year in, year out, pretty low.
Considering he takes pens as well, it's it is poor.
Yeah. Although I think we brought up his history, and a couple of seasons ago he got maybe 10 goals. But that was when it was literally a one-man team. They're not
Yeah.
quite like reliant on him now.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was saying, so I was annoyed with that. And then 2 goals in like basically an injury time, or like in the last 10 minutes. Absolutely prime, and probably a big differential as well for me.
Definitely.
So yeah, that was prime. And I definitely, I would have gone for Gallagher. Gallagher did score in the second game, but I would have gone for him if he was not playing. If he played both, but he was, he couldn't play against Chelsea.
I can play the Chelsea game, yeah.
Yeah. Cody was a bit annoying because I think I originally had a Palace defender. I had that. How do you say his name? Gay.
Okay, Gahey, yeah.
Gahey, and what did he get? He must have got. I think they got a clean sheet, didn't they, in the first game?
No, they lost 1-0 to Chelsea.
And then 4-1. So no, actually, okay, no. Are they? Yeah, okay. So that didn't really make a difference. It would have been all about having a Burnley defender instead of Cody, basically. Yeah. Yeah. And then, Son,
I guess anyone that's got Tottenham players has got to be a bit annoyed because obviously they beat City, didn't they? 3-2, which was a mad game. But then obviously
I watched that, yeah.
And then obviously lost to, I was thinking, bloody hell, Matt's coming for me because he's got Kane and Son against Burnley. They've just beaten City. I thought, fuck. So that actually helped me out a little bit because Matt is making some steady gains. Well, big gains on me each week. He's still quite far behind, but I know he's got a few chips in the back pocket. So I am a little bit wary of him.
I think I'm still only I'm under 30 points behind him, I think. Maybe 20 or so. We'll have a look in a minute. But I swear that we've never been more than 20 or 30 points apart all season.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's saying Zaha saved my bacon. In terms of pretty much matching Matt's scores, Zaha did. Those last 2 goals were the one for that. Zaha, what's Zaha? Fucking Kane. I was obviously a bit annoyed, but I think we both got a bit lucky that he didn't produce in the in the second game against Burnley.
Did you have him the week before?
I had him in my team for ages.
Yeah.
In my actual team, I took him out for Ronaldo the week before to do that triple captain, I think.
Oh yeah.
But obviously he didn't do anything for a long time. But and then Man City he scores 2, obviously. But in the end it wasn't too bad. Dennis obviously did all right with 11, and then Jimenez was the one I could have done. There were 2 Wolves players basically. I could have if I'd gone for Burnley players like Weghorst and me.
Yeah,
that would have been sick.
It would have been, yeah. I think Jimenez had a couple of chances last night. I know I saw one in the first half that he fluffed. So that could have potentially been a bit better for you.
Yeah.
I noticed that my boy Loughton, or your boy Loughton as well, isn't starting at the moment. That Roberts is starting ahead of him.
Yeah. So, well, it's lucky I didn't actually intend on starting him because I didn't really know that, to be fair.
Neither did I, yeah.
Yeah. And then Saka got the goal and 3 bonus points in the first game, but he only got 1 last night, I think, because he got booked. So just last night was a bit it could have gone better, but it was the risk of having 5 players in one game.
You needed to work out perfectly,
yeah.
But if you pick players that they will play, then it works out because you're getting guaranteed 2 points to play in each game. Although it looks like Cody must have got a yellow.
I think he did in the second game as well. So Cody and Saka got yellows. And Lacazette, obviously, if he had got that goal, he would have got 2 bonus as well. So there was another 3 points there. But all in all, I really can't complain. I think I've had 2 weeks in a row, albeit playing triple captain and free hit. But 2 weeks in a row, around 120k overall or something. It's really kind of shot me up. I think I've gone from 600 to 300,000 in the last 2 weeks. And Ronaldo, getting that 10 points for a triple captain, it's not too bad. It was lucky that he scored at least. But it's the lack of chips now. I've only got bench boost left, so that's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, I always used to think the bench boost was the key chip, but I was thinking about it as the week goes on, and it's not actually that. The luck that you need to have your whole team to do well and your bench. I think if you're going to play it, you've got to just go in hard and say, right, I think this fixture is going to be a clean sheet. I'm putting 3 of whatever defender, three whatever defenders in, and just hope that it pays off, like all or nothing type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose in your case, none of them had doubles, did they? So
no, but it was KDB, Cancelo. Well, should we come onto my team? Are you done with
yeah,
yours?
let's go on to your team. Yeah. But yeah, I think last season I might have like I remember for like weeks I was moving my team towards like a full double game week, so that then I could bench boost and have like basically the whole squad as doubles.
That's it. Yeah, I think the good combination is a wild card followed by a bench boost.
Yeah, it might have even done that actually. Yeah,
So you're teeing it up because usually like the week before you can get away with still having a good team, and then like you said, 15 or maybe like 12, 13
like
doublers.
you had that this week with like like Burnley players on your bench or whatever. Like more of the you could have absolutely smashed it. I think the top team of the week might have been a bench boost. We'll have a look after. Yeah. Let's get into yours.
128, but obviously I took another 8, so that was 120. So you end up beating me by 30. Got quite lucky in the first game. Foster got me a clean sheet against Villa away, so I was like, well happy with that. That was a good start. I brought in. It's a bit stupid, really. I doubled up. I brought in both Tierney and White, knowing full well as well that we haven't got a game this game week. So I knew I was putting myself in a tricky situation. I just fancied just to get at least one clean sheet. But as we said, we fucked up in the Brentford game, so that didn't pay off. Matip, 4.9. He's a bargain. He's been getting. I think he's got an assist the other week as well. So I'll probably be sticking with him for a bit. Elise, unfortunately, hasn't done nothing since I put him in. From what I'm reading on like Palace like fan sites and stuff, they absolutely love him, and he's like they're basically trying to build a team around him. But he takes the set pieces and stuff. It's just not being. It just ain't come off for him.
Yeah. What about that Matessa guy? I haven't really seen any of him.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him, but it seems every time he starts, he does all right. He scored, didn't he? In the 4-1 game, So
but that was a bit unfortunate. And then I mean Weghorst, really saw because Bowen, who were they playing? See how many doubles did you have? 10 doubles or
9 doubles I had.
Plus a bench boost.
Obviously, I would have. I'm short 1 free hit, so that didn't help. But that's why I thought I paid. I probably should. In hindsight, I should have played triple captain instead. But it is what it is. 56 is still like, I said if I just captain him and people treble, it's not too bad. But obviously, he did score an assist. I think he got 2 goals and 2 assists across both games. So it was a 28-point loss.
They'll have another double, won't they? Because
they've got another one coming up, but it's against Brighton away and Arsenal, so not as good as those 2 fixtures. But
true.
I'll still probably do it then.
Yeah, that is hard, man. Losing your free hit was harsh because it is gonna be costly.
Well, I would definitely be using one this week because I've got 3 Liverpool and 2 Arsenal, and neither of them are playing. So I would like to use it this week, but it's the fact that if I do, I'm reverting to this, and this isn't very good for the following game week. So I have to think about it a different way and use the free hit a bit later on, probably.
I was looking at the fixtures next week, like the following game week, because this week there's only 1 double in it. It's Burnley again.
Yeah.
So at least you've got Weghorst for that. I don't have any at the moment. But then the following week, the doubles aren't teams that people have players for, are they? They're like
Southampton, Newcastle, Watford, Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. So
that could be a good free hitter.
Yeah, because you could get like a full team. Like nobody's gonna have many players from those teams in their normal team. Do you know what I mean? I think I only had 1 before I just made a transfer.
Yeah, I had Dennis and Foster, so I had 2, but they've got both of their doubles are quite hard anyway. So Southampton are the ones with the decent games, which we'll come on to.
Oh mine's Dubravka, I think. Which I mean, I'll definitely play him, but that's all. That's all I had.
Should we have a look at the league?
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
I'm done with my team. Like, yeah, everyone else just got 2s and 1s.
yeah.
I mean, that United game, fucking hell, was it 4-2?
Mm.
They brought Pogba off after like an hour, and then all the goals went in after that. So that was a bit annoying.
Yeah, he's not really. Yeah, he had that like week where he scored or whatever, didn't he? But he's not starting consistently or like playing 90 minutes consistently.
No, he seems to be. He's playing like 60 minutes a time, but he's playing well. But he's probably just a bit too deep.
Yeah,
Which is another problem.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm stuck with him for a bit. So yeah, I haven't actually looked at this league since.
Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's prime. Yeah, like I caught this is what I mean. Like me and Matt, obviously both got the highest scores of the week, I think, and Paj close as well. So
this is all. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really bunched up. That's what I mean. Like it's bunched up massively. Like Dom and Billy kind of like me and Matt, picked up like 50 odd points on them.
Yeah, prime.
So yeah, but obviously I don't know what Billy's bonus situation's like, but
let's have a look if he used any this week.
Can he? And now this week he didn't, and he had a bit of a random team because he didn't really choose to take advantage of the double. Basically, he didn't play captain or free hit or anything.
Yeah,
so he still did all right. He still did pretty well, 109 points, but yeah, like those two City defenders, Digne, Coutinho, and Bowen, if you'd done your free hit, you probably wouldn't have had any of those.
In fact, let's just have a little look. Where is it? You can see what chips he's used.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, so he's only used wild card and free hit, so he's got fucking loads left to use. He's got another wild card, another free hit, bench boost, and triple. So
yeah. True.
So whether he just forgot to use it or he's saving it for another time.
He's probably saving it because he's doing quite well anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it might be a bit artificial because we look like we're quite close, but with those bonuses as well, he should, he's still got quite a big advantage.
Yeah.
Paj. Yeah, Paj very close.
Minus 16 mine, but yes, even still, that'd be, what, 132. So yeah.
True, minus 16, that's big. But yeah,
Mane as well.
Yeah, Salah Mane combo, which was that was another thing I thought I could have done potentially.
Yeah, I doubt many people have got Mane, so that was probably a good differential.
The thing is with that, it's like just because they've got that Diaz now and they've got Firmino and Jota, it's like they're not as Mane especially. You wouldn't have thought he's as guaranteed to start.
That's what I would have thought. That's why I think you're safer going with the two defender route, but obviously not this week. It paid off.
Yeah,
fair play.
One from Edward from a double is a bit harsh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Villa have gone off the rails a little bit, haven't they? Coutinho hasn't done anything the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm quite glad I didn't jump on that because it was quite tempting. But not to say he won't score big again, but yeah.
This is Dom. So
Dom. One weird thing I noticed is if you look at his bench, he had he had Dennis on his bench
with a double. Yeah,
with a double, and like he had more. So I don't know if that. I didn't actually ask him if that was a mistake.
Yeah,
but I'm very surprised that I'm so close to him now because he's been literally miles. And I think he had a really strong week the other week as well. Didn't when you did as well? Like
he did, but he has had the old bad one chucked in here and there. So yeah, I guess you've caught up gradually, and then a big lump this week as well.
Yeah, I mean you couldn't have a 53-point gain in 1 week is nuts, really. Like it's it's very, very helpful. I don't know what his chip situation is.
We'll have a look at everyone's chips.
Paj and Matt, if you're watching, let us know what chips you got left.
So Tom's used quite a few. He's got a free hit left and a bench boost left. So he's got 2 left, which I'd say is probably about standard for this point in the season. That's what I've got. I think that's what you've got in it. 2 left, have you, or 1 left?
No, I've only got bench boost.
Yeah.
But part of the reason why I've been using them a bit willy-nilly is because I wanted to get in this position where at least, all right, I'm at a disadvantage now, but at least I'm back in the mix. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So I thought there's no point just hanging on to him. I needed to make inroads, so I'm glad.
We better have a look at the game week winner, aren't we?
Yeah, he was
It was a
obviously
game week.
loving life. Similar, so yeah, obviously he's played his free hit, so like was in the same boat as me essentially. Went doubled up on, is that Ramsdale in goal?
Yeah.
So doubled up on the Arsenal defense,
Yeah.
which was pretty tempting, like I said, with those fixtures. And then Robertson and Trent, he must have been shit after that first game. Neither of them.
Yeah, because I know he had look at his bench as well. Roberts 17.
Yeah.
So I think he was kind of hoping that Robbo wouldn't play, but it didn't matter in the end because obviously he got 2 assists in the second game.
Yeah.
I mean, if he couldn't have bench boosted because he tripled, but yeah, huge week all round. Saar was a great shout.
Yeah, you were saying about that because no one really realised he was.
No, I didn't have a clue.
Nah, nor did I. So yeah, 9 was good for that, and then yeah, Kane was the other one that well, Kane and Weghorst, like yeah, that's pretty sick. It's weird. It's funny that there were loads of different ways of getting a massive score this week, innit? Like with certain players, there was like he had a few differentials to me there, but we've both ended up with massive scores.
Yeah. So he's still got another free hit, another wild card, and his triple. So he's looking pretty strong on the chips.
True. He said, he said he's coming after you. What's the gap now? You've still got such a healthy lead. Where are you now overall?
About 25,000, between 25 and 30,000. Nice. So still up there.
Yeah.
Penel didn't have such a great week this week.
I always send the link to. Let's have a look. I always send the link to Perns, and obviously he is a regular viewer. But I think this is hurt him, man. This has hurt him, and I didn't expect to see him tonight because he didn't message me back, but also like I know he's in pain because he messaged me just before the game week shut, and he was like, his words were, "I'm torn between Trent or Salah triple captain."
Yeah,
I didn't say anything. I did not say anything. Oh man, I might actually have to just check. Like, I'm pretty sure that I stayed very neutral. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what did I say to him? Hang on, sorry.
I'm gonna have a look what chips he's got left. So he's still got 2 free hits and a bench boost. So yeah, pretty decent.
Yeah, that's not too bad. All I said to him was big shout. That's all I said, as in like, I didn't say anything. But also, he said on Trent and the Mo, do you reckon they will rest Salah for 1 game? And I said, don't know, I doubt it. So I if anything, I lent him towards Salah. But he went for Trent, and that is savage.
Yeah, I think if Jota wasn't injured, there would have been a chance that he would have got rested or at least taken off in one of the games. But I think because he's chasing all the goal scoring records and all that sort of stuff, and he's a machine, he just plays 90 minutes no matter what, doesn't he?
Yeah. Unless it's like he really does need a rest, but like, nah.
Yeah.
He's not going to out.
And then these boys have sort of separated themselves down at the bottom. Quite a big gap now.
Yeah. I think next season we'll I think we should make the league bigger, but I think maybe what we should try and do.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Yeah, because it's tonight.
Fuck! I didn't do I didn't finish my team.
Oh, really?
I don't know who I've got captain.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the game week ending.
I think I got Weghorst captain, which is all right because he's got a double, but it was between him and KDB for me. Do you know what you did?
I've captain Ronaldo. So basically, it's unfortunate we couldn't see them.
Yeah, that's fucked everything.
I at least sent mine to yours. I sent mine to you, didn't I? I sent a screenshot. So even though it's not great for the viewers,
yeah,
I did send you my team. What did I do that on?
What's that on the me, you, and Matt? I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So basically, I've been really lucky. Are you all right?
No, sorry. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm fine.
No.
It's just annoying that we can't show our teams, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering because I don't know how bad of a cock up this is. Do you have like transfers wanting to go in, or you just didn't, or just
No, I done it. I didn't like double check it before. Like I'm pretty sure that it's saved what I want, but I'll have to wait half an hour to find out now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what I did. So
how many do you have a full 11 in the end?
So yeah, I had a full 11, no bench. So I got my 3 Liverpool on the bench. So obviously I'm hoping that all my 11 play. I took out the 2 Arsenal boys, Tierney and White, and went for Kyle Walker-Peters for Southampton because they've got Norwich tonight and then a double next week. So I was sort of teeing that up.
Yeah.
And then I put Tarkowski in because Burnley got a double this week. So I've got 2 doubles, Weghorst and Tarkowski. And what was my other change? I put Ward-Prowse in for Elise. So I'm going big on Saints. But my dilemma was I haven't put in any Spurs players and they've got Leeds. And I'm just thinking that's a big mistake.
Yeah, well, I was actually a little bit tempted to captain Son.
Reed messaged me saying he's captain Son.
My slight problem is I don't have any doubles, so I don't have any Burnley players. I didn't put Weghorst in. I didn't. I don't have any defenders, so no Burnley. But then part of the reason because they obviously don't have a double next week or anything, so I just didn't think it was like
long term.
Yeah, it's not long term, and I don't know. I haven't actually watched Weghorst play at all, so I can't make a call on it. But they are still shit, so I feel like it's not worth getting them in just for one double, basically. Necessarily. But we'll see.
So did you bring any Spurs? You've got Son, have you?
I had Son anyway. Yeah. So you said it was a -8 in the end.
-8, yeah.
-8.
Just an 11, yeah.
Looking good in our head-to-head. I mean, I've still got a chance, in that.
Yeah.
Matt's saying, he got Weghorst in and James Ward-Prowse.
Matt, I need to know what Spurs players you've got because I'm panicking, as the bald nonce would say.
What did you said James Ward-Prowse? What did you? James Ward-Prowse and
Kyle Walker-Peters because he's been. It's a bit dodgy because basically they've got him, Livramento, and that I think his name's Perraud. And they sort of rotate between those 3 in the wing backs. But Walker-Peters has been playing, like Hassan Hoot was saying that he plays as a number 10 in training. Like they've got some sort of weird system for him where he's just got like he's a wing back on paper, but he's got like quite a free role. So I thought, he's going to be up and down the pitch. So that was my thinking. Livramento was cheaper. I think he's the most transferred in defender. But he only just came back from injury, so I'm not convinced that he's nailed on to start.
To start. He got a good score though, didn't he, this week? Got like 11 or something, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking I might be able to get my team up actually on the screen.
Yeah.
Potentially. Well, just because I've sent the screenshot to myself. So
I can do this.
Yeah. That's why I did consider doing that for a second, but then I thought actually, if I send the screenshot to myself, I assume that I can. Share that. Let me try. So that preview. No, I can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, because I think it only lets me share from a tab. Yeah.
We've got to start remembering that on the Friday night
kickoff. To be honest, I'm lucky that I checked that. I'm lucky that I checked that it was actually a game tonight because I wasn't 100% sure. I only checked that earlier on today.
Yeah.
But basically, I was very lucky because, I had a couple of I missed out on a couple of weeks because I didn't have any Liverpool players for some reason. Remember, we were talking about on the pod. I was like, "What am I doing with no Liverpool players?"
Yeah.
But it's actually worked out because this week.
Oh yeah, we were saying
Yeah, it's prime. Like everyone is going to have that issue of having probably 3 Liverpool players, and I don't have any. So it's actually turned into an advantage for once.
Yeah.
And because of that, because I got the United players in for their double, it means I've got 3 United. So at home to Watford, I got De Gea, Shaw, and Ronaldo, and I've captained Ronaldo again.
Yeah.
And then I've got my 3 City, like Cancelo, Laporte, and Foden. I was saying to you, I don't 100% know if Foden's going to start just because of that like video been going about on social. You don't think it's going to matter? I know he didn't do anything really, but still, like,
mate, that was. It's one of those, like, you've seen the video, yeah? Like, yeah. So like, I don't know exactly what's gone on, but it's just the way that like his mum's taking a swipe at someone, isn't it? And then the other guy turns around and fucking lays one on her, and then and then he like does the like most pussy like running in, like, come on, then, like, hold me back, but he's not like doing nothing.
Towards the end, there, that guy grabs a fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
like, that's fucking, it literally kills someone. Like, what did I say when I was watching it? It's like, it was ugly, just ugly scene. So I swear there's something about the boxing up north. It always just ends up like kicking off.
Oh, even down there, like every time I've been to the pub to watch like a big fight, there's always fights kicking off, and
too much testosterone.
Yeah.
Prophecy Cricket's here. He's saying, "Wagwan, 3 hit played this week. What do you make of Kulusevski?"
Well, he started the last 2, but I think Conte is going to switch it up this week after the loss to Burnley. So I think Lucas Moura is going to come in because he hadn't started the last 2, and I think they're a bit leggy. I wouldn't be surprised if Kane will play no matter what, but I think it's risky. Son's not risky, but I wouldn't be surprised if he only played like 70 minutes. I think Bergwijn and Moura will get more minutes this week, so someone's going to lose out somewhere. Probably Kulusevski, but it could be Son. But
and I've seen a bit of him at Juve. He always he is good. Like, and like quite a good signing for them, really. But yeah, with Moura and Bergwijn, they've got quite a lot of competition for places now in those like wing positions.
Yeah, I think they like him because he's obviously like an inverted winger, left foot. He's a left footer on the right, so he gives you something a bit different. I think that'll be their front 3 for the majority of games. I just think maybe Moore is a bit more pacey, and against Leeds on the counter, he might do a bit more damage. But yeah, who knows? But yeah, Leeds are just leaking goals. Like, I am worried that Kane and Son could provide an absolute smashing again.
Yeah, Ronaldo or Son, like I say, that was a tricky captain choice. Actually, I only really went for Ronaldo because they're at home. But yeah, hopefully I don't regret that, because I do think Son has the potential to do well there. It was good to see that, like, obviously I said, like, he's a sort of player who could definitely do something against Man City, and that goal he scored was literally a classic when it just won the ball, and he was just like, as you know, the assist he got was like he was clean through.
Yeah.
I got Madders still in my team as well. We're away to Burnley. He scored 2 nice goals last night in the Europa Conference League. And that's midweek, so we don't actually play on the weekend. So you'd imagine there's not going to be any resting, like, or rotation because of the
conference. Right, yeah.
Like, we'll have our strongest team out, I suppose. Yeah. I've taken Daka out for Broha. My only transfer was Daka for Broha because I've seen the Vardy's back in training.
Okay.
Daka hasn't really produced. Andy and actually back from the Cup of Nations now, so
that's a good transfer because they got a double next week. Their fixtures are quality. They got Norwich.
Yeah. That's why I brought him Broha. Yeah.
I think they got Norwich, then Villa, then Newcastle.
Yeah.
In a double, and then after that they've got like Watford, Brentford. Yeah, they got a nice one.
Yeah. Ward-Prowse is tempting. But yeah, for this week I didn't bother. But I might do for that double next week, maybe for Saka.
Yeah. It is tricky at the moment because there's quite a lot of options in that price range. But they're all. But I've also noticed there's quite a lot of, like, the players that I've got or want are all playing each other in the next few weeks as well. So it's like this week, for example, I've got Dennis, and De Gea, which isn't ideal. And then I'm likely to have Dennis again because he's got a double, but probably bring an Arsenal defender back in. So again, yeah, it's a strange stage of the season now. I think it's hard to work out who's on form because no one's really putting a run together. It's like could win 1 week. I mean, Arsenal have been fairly consistent, but they're only winning like 1-0, 2-1, so that could easily change.
Yeah, and especially with those, like, no one's got any Chelsea players because obviously they've missed loads of weeks. So, like, they've sort of been forgotten about a bit. But when they start playing again, like, they might be.
Definitely.
I wonder if Reece James, he's out for ages, isn't he?
No, he's back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's back already. I read Tuchel, I think his conference was this afternoon, and he said he's not back for League Cup final, but he said he looks like unbelievable in training. Like I said, he's shocked at how fit he looks. So he's going to be back in the next, probably maybe even for the next game week. They've got a nice run, Burnley next, and then they've got a really good run. So
I got
coming back in.
I got Kufal. He's on my bench this week, but he's gone red, and this, what was it? It was like was it metatarsal? No, metatarsal or.
I don't know.
It was something that sounds like it's going to be a little while, basically.
Okay.
A hernia. It said hernia.
Hernia.
So that's probably like a month in it, or like.
Probably, yeah, because you have an operation for that, isn't it? So.
Yeah. So I think if I can get a way of getting James in for him, if he is back, then that could be quality.
Yeah.
But also I need to start getting some Liverpool players back in. But luckily I can get Salah back in quite easily because if I bring him in for Son, then just take Ronaldo out for whoever, basically.
Then you got money to spend a little bit.
I also don't have any Liverpool defenders, so ideally I'd be looking to get. Trent's so expensive now, so I was thinking if I do go Liverpool, maybe to just go for Robbo as a differential and just hope that he keeps hitting form.
Yeah, they have got a few tougher fixtures coming up, but they're still. You can't go wrong with City and Liverpool players, really, can you? Like, they're miles better than everyone else.
Yeah, and with Chelsea, you've just got the problem that obviously that's why I mentioned Reece James because he's like the one sort of no-brainer. But in their midfield and with Lukaku and Werner and stuff, it's not really. It's very difficult to pick anyone from.
It is, and they don't. I could be wrong, but more recently they've only been winning like 1 or 2-0, and it's usually the goals are shared out. And there's like you said, there's no real standout attacking player. Pulisic has looked a bit better the last few weeks, but we've both said that we've sort of washed our hands with him and.
Ziyech is the one that I've always considered, but
he's been a bit more on it. But I think is he injured again now?
Well, Mount was obviously out for a little while. Mount maybe, but they just got so many options in that area. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think Reece James is the one if he does start playing again.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the other thing is like I think Leicester. We'll have quite a few doubles coming up. You said it might not be till a bit later.
Yeah, if you go through against Rennes, then you might not have a double till I think they said game week 32. So 5-6 weeks away yet. And you still might end up having a treble. Probably not. Probably more likely that you have 2 doubles or 3 doubles, whatever it is. But Chelsea and Leicester are the 2 teams that are going to be, that no one's going to have anyone for that you want to get back in. And you've already got a Marty on the bench as well, which could be.
No, I've got Thomas, I think I bought him in just for the double. Free hit, sorry. Yeah, the free hit. So I got Thomas, but I think it's all right for now because he's not starting this week anyway. He's on my bench, but Justin is injured for a couple of weeks, I think, so he may well play.
Yeah.
But now taking out Daka, so I'm thinking if you're going to go Leicester, it's got to be. I'm definitely thinking about doubling up on Madders and Barnes.
What about Lookman though? He's been a bit more.
Yeah, Lookman is on it as well. I think that's the front three now. Well, that's like the three. Vardy will come back, and then I think it'll be Madders, Barnes, and Lookman. Although even Albright started rearing his head again recently as well. The proper blast in the past. Whenever he's come, like fucking hell, I almost forgot he was still with us. Like.
He played pretty well against Wolves the other night.
He always puts a shift in. You can't knock him for that. He always puts a shift in. But yeah, like
he did a nice nutmeg on someone as well. I can't remember who it was, but yeah.
Yeah. But like he's like a defensive winger now. He's like he doesn't do anything in the final third whatsoever.
Yeah. Matt will put Lookman in for sure once Leicester's fixtures. Matt loves a bit of Lookman.
He's good, man. I really hope we sign him because he's on loan. I think we signed him with a loan with an option to buy. I think maybe for like 15 mil. So even though we've been a bit shit this season, he has been one of the better players. So he's been getting better and better recently.
Yeah.
Hopefully we do sign him. But I still think Maddison, Barnes, and then I've seen Fofana is back in training.
Oh, really?
Probably still a way away, but our defense should improve by when he starts playing again.
Yeah.
But I think maybe when Vards is back, if he hits a bit of form, that could be a good little differential as well, potentially.
Yeah. Actually, he might be one that I use my triple captain on if you've got a double, because depending on who your fixtures are, I think they're reasonably easy games on paper. But I know that obviously he's getting on a bit, so sometimes he doesn't always play 2 games in like a week. So that I'd have to read into what Rodgers is saying at the time.
I would be tempted to still go with Salah for those 2 fixtures, even though they're not the best. But his record against Arsenal is decent, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That's half knowledge, half guess, but I kind of assume so. But yeah, it's still not loading. Obviously, what about the fixtures though? Should we just
let's go through the fixtures.
I'll get it up on like BBC Sport or something.
I got flash scores there. Oh right, you mean on the screen? Yeah.
Why is BBC Sport is so shit? All right. Propaganda.
I seen in the Wolves game last night they were saying that Max Kilman now wants to be known as Maximilian Kilman because of it, and then even more stranger because of his Ukrainian heritage. Is Maximilian I guess it's sort of like
so it's got a bit of a kind of Soviet ring to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that is I hadn't heard of that though, but that's long for commentators if they've got to start doing that every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tonight Southampton Norwich. So I've just got Broha. Hopefully that was my one transfer, so hopefully that comes good. And you've got
I got Ward-Prowse and Peters. Yeah.
You were on about bringing in Broha as well, weren't you, at one point?
Yeah, it's just I've got to calm down on. I know like 8 points is my maximum now. Like I can't be like it's going to be a struggle enough as it is for me with everyone having more chips than me. So I've got to rein it in a little bit. I'll put him in probably next week because they got a double. But I'm just it is risky. They got Norwich. They're on a bit of a run as well, Saints, aren't they? So I wouldn't be surprised if he bags. But
I suppose. Yeah, you just need the clean sheet. I
think Ward-Prowse is the typical, like he's the Zaha of Southampton, and he's like, he's the talisman, takes all the pieces.
Yeah, his free kick taking is absolutely unreal.
Like, it is. I'd put him in every England squad. Like there must be like always one player in an England squad that you think shouldn't be there, and he should be the one taking that place because you just never know when you might need him.
Yeah, true. Isn't he? He's closing in on Beckham's record, which Beckham's record is fucking nuts as well, considering he moved to Real. How old was he when he moved to Real? Like 27, 28?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I think he's like maybe 2 away from his record, something like that.
I think he's up there as well for this season for most chances created. I think he's in like top 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Leicester having a look at him, because if we sell Yuri, which we are going to sell Yuri, I'm not saying. I mean, maybe we could do better, but I wouldn't be averse to having fucking Ward-Prowse in.
I think that'd be pretty much a straight. Like I do like Tillmans, but I think he's just underneath that. I don't see him getting much better. I think this is his sort of.
Yeah,
he's not a strong runner, like which you need to be in an elite team.
That is true. And he's also one of them that like he started playing like regular first team football when he was like 16. So
Yeah,
like you see that happen, don't you, where they burn out a lot sooner as
definitely.
well.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then
Yeah, off we got tomorrow. I mean, that could either ruin or make my weekend that midday kickoff because, yeah, if a lot of teams have got Spurs players and they murk it, then I'm going to be playing massive catch up with a -8. And yeah, if those boys do well, yeah, I could be lagging behind after a game already. So yeah, not looking forward to that game. I mean, Leeds, they got to turn it around sooner or later, and they can't keep conceding like 5 goals every week.
yeah, well, I don't know that they've been doing it pretty consistently for quite a while.
I said Bielsa's one of those, isn't he? Like Wenger, he's stubborn. He just won't change his. Like, it's commendable, but at the end of the day, you got to have the players to be able to play what he wants to do, and yeah, they obviously can't do it.
Yeah, they've been savaged by injuries.
They
as
have,
well,
yeah.
for a long time.
Brentford, Newcastle, that is a dry game.
Well, Newcastle, yeah, they've had that little run.
I think St. Maximan's back because he was out last week. I think he's back.
Yeah. But yeah, Brentford, I've hardly watched any of them at all, really, to be honest. So
They're dry.
They never concede many goals. They're dry. Yeah, they just shut up shop, is it, basically?
Yeah, because Tony hasn't been playing either, so even more so. It's just, terrible football.
Yeah.
I've still got Mopai, so I'm hoping for something at home to Villa. I didn't want him, but again, I can't afford to. The players I had to put in this week, I had to do because I didn't have a game, so I didn't have the luxury of taking out people I didn't want. So just hoping there, basically.
Yeah. Those 3 games, all those 3 games in the middle, it's Brentford, Newcastle, Brighton, Villa, and Palace, Burnley. They're impossible to call, innit? They're all just like 50. Like God knows what's going to happen in those games, basically.
Yeah.
But Palace, Burnley, yeah, I suppose Palace are a lot more attacking now. So the chances of Burnley getting a clean sheet, hopefully, are slim. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think I read that. Well, obviously, as you know, Leicester are the worst team for conceding from set pieces.
Oh yeah,
I think Palace are second. So obviously, I'm hoping that Weghorst and Tarkowski can do some damage. Even if Tarkowski can't get a clean sheet, if he can get a scabby goal or a flick on or something, I'll take that. But
true, that's a big shout. Yeah, that is still where most of their goals come from, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks like that was a good move selling Wood because he hasn't even really been on form for ages. So if Newcastle paid 15 mil for him, that was a bit desperate. Yeah, not the best signing from them, I don't think.
Nah.
But yeah, United Watford's the big one, isn't it? If United can just keep a clean sheet, because I got De Gea and Shaw, and just win convincingly for once at home, it would be nice.
Yeah, I think I had a look at Watford's last few games, and they're struggling to create chances. So yeah, you would fancy like a
they got Hodgson now, innit? So it's just going to be defensive as fuck. Like,
yeah, literally. They haven't really got the players to do it either. Like, they're probably better off going for it. So
yeah. So it would be nice if I could just have like a 2-0 with a couple of Ronaldo goals. God, that would be absolutely prime.
Didn't Watford did Dickham, didn't they, earlier in the season? I swear they beat them like 3-1 or 4-1.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
I can't even remember who was in charge then, but yeah. They've had so many managers.
I think it might have been Ranieri, because I remember there was yeah. And then Everton City. Everton at home, I always think, that's quite a tricky game, but it's not really, especially this season. I need to sort of get that out of my head.
Yeah, that's why I've started telling myself now. I honestly think they're going to be down there right to the end of the season because they are shite every time I've seen them play. Even since Lampard's gone there, and they've got obviously Van der Beek and Ali or whoever else they got. They just, I can see that should be a comfortable win for City and a clean sheet, I think. Wait, what's that? West Ham against Zef?
Sunday. Sunday. Only one game on Sunday.
Because the League Cup final, isn't it, as well?
Oh, yeah. I guess that's at like 4 o'clock or whatever. Good point. So, West Ham Wolves. I've got
Bowen.
Bowen and Antonio. Yeah, I've still got Antonio. He's
I
just,
am
like the guy, he's just like the guy I can't get rid of, because every time I'm doing transfers, he's not bottom of the list. He's like always near the bottom.
Yeah.
I want to take him out, but he's not like the urgent one that I need.
exactly, yeah.
I just had him for fucking ages. But yeah, like Wolves, obviously, they beat us, but we were by far the better team. And then I seen when they were beating you yesterday, everyone was sort of saying, "Oh, like Large has done an amazing job," and this and that. But like, are they really that good? I don't know if they're league
No, I think they're being overhyped because, like you said, you got a result against them. We beat them with 10 men and then beat them after they were 1-0 up. I think they are a bit. They didn't score many, they didn't concede many, but yeah, I think they've had their sort of moment in the sunshine and they're going to be on a bit of a downer now, I think.
Yeah.
Although Neto's back, so that's good news for them. Because obviously he's been out injured for like the whole season, so he'll make a difference. But yeah, I didn't really like him.
Nah, not me. And like, yeah, no, not particularly. We didn't actually get any points against them. They beat us, but we should have. We absolutely should have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leicester concerning me a little bit, man. Like,
yeah, I seen in the table earlier. I was like, you're not actually that far off relegation. Like well,
Look
not
at that
relegation, but
form.
like 16th.
We got the worst form apart from Leeds and Brentford. We haven't won in 5, but we've been playing. I mean, we've been playing a little bit better, but yeah, a little bit better. But yeah, I think like we need to pick up some points. We should be fine, but it's just like the teams at the bottom have started picking up some points, isn't it?
They have, yeah. Yeah, like, I would say for Brentford, I think are going to get sucked down into it.
It's all those draws for Newcastle because like they've only won 4 out of 24, but it's all those draws of help them out.
I think that'll be all right.
Yeah, that form, just having those transfers and like the lift of the new owners and everything.
Yeah,
Hal's doing a pretty good job. To be fair.
He's doing.
Yes. It's still closed, but it doesn't matter.
Matter.
But yeah, like, are you gonna watch any of the games? Like,
yeah, I'll watch Southampton tonight because I got 2 players. But well, I don't know if I'll watch it. I'll keep tabs on it.
Yeah.
If they concede early doors, then I won't be watching it because that would just piss me off. But
a Broha hat trick would be delightful.
He's quality, man. I'm regretting not putting him in. I'm sure loads of teams are going to have him. So I'm really wanting the fucking website to update so I can start looking at how screwed I am compared to everyone else's teams.
Yeah. Like, he's on loan from Chelsea, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't see him ever getting in Chelsea's team, to be fair.
I don't know.
Do you reckon?
I think he could do, yeah. I see, like, we're linked with everyone, but I seen like some things saying that we'd be interested in him if Chelsea didn't want him.
Really?
Yeah. He is good. I do rate him.
Your striker hunt's gonna be the big one this summer, isn't it? So it's like,
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
Yeah. Vlahovic is flying at Juve, I've seen.
I know, mate. He scored a nice goal against Villarreal the other night.
Yeah. Quickest debut goal in the Champions League, wasn't it? Like 20 seconds or something. And he scored his on debut in Serie A, which was like a nice lob.
Yeah.
So sly one, mate. Missed out there.
Sorry, we'll get Haaland, mate.
Matt saying Che Adams. Big up Che Adams. Is the starting lineup out?
The Scottish international. Oh yeah, will be, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. What time's kickoff?
It's at 8. BBC's so slow, but yeah, do you want to just try and find it quickly?
I'll find it on Twitter, yeah.
Your Twitter skills out.
Yeah, boy. So we've got, Broha starts, Adam starts, Ward-Prowse obviously, Kyle Walker-Peters, Livramento. So yeah, everyone that people will have started. So yeah.
Okay, nice. That's good. Good
I won't
news.
bother looking at Norwich's lineup because I don't think anyone's going to have any Norwich players.
No, it could be the Pookie show.
Rashidska, mate.
Rashiska.
Tonight's the night.
I think who did Cantwell go to? Championship team.
Yeah, is it Bournemouth?
I don't know, but that's weird, isn't it? So he was like the main man last time they were in the Prem.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Sergeant Matt saying he's the Yank.
Yeah.
He's actually, yeah, he's not awful, but like nah. All right, cool. Well, good luck to everyone. Have a good weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Just I need the time off. But yeah, cool. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Good luck.